Good morning, or good afternoon. It's afternoon here. It's Friday. It's Good Friday, actually. It's March 29th, 2024. I am coming to you live from Boca Grande, Florida, where it is gorgeous. It's sunny and warm, about 73 degrees or 75 maybe. I'll just check and see if I can find myself. There we go. My iPad. There we go. So let me know if you can see me and hear me. The other day, I don't know what happened. Someone interrupted my call, even though I had Do Not Disturb on. And, oh, thank you for the hearts. That's great. I'm so happy to see someone is watching. And just comment and let me know if you can hear me okay and everything. So the other day, good morning, Linda. Maybe it's still morning in Montana. I guess it's about noon there. I will be going back to Montana later, or on Wednesday, actually. So it won't be long, and we'll be heading that way. My room up here is a mess. I have to start packing it, and that's what I'm going to start doing after this video. And then I still have another video on Tuesday morning. So I have to sort of plan to ship things and pack things and everything else. So I'm glad you can hear. Good, great. Levon, thank you for telling me that. You know, the other day when someone interrupted my Facebook live, and then all of a sudden we couldn't hear it. No one could hear me anymore. I'm so sorry about that. I love the cards too, and I hope some of you got to watch that. So anyway, I am Karin Braxton, and I am coming to you from Florida today. Just one more time, I'll be coming to you from Florida, and then I'll be back in Montana, where it'll be snowing for the month of April. So anyway, we're going to get started for this craft along today. It's a really fun event. In person, I do a cookies, cards, and coffee event where they can, my customers can attend the class and make cards. And then if they make a purchase, they get the class free. And the way this works is the same way. My kits will have 6 cards, 3 cards times 2. So you get 6 total of 3 different designs. And I've already sent out a couple of kits ahead of time. People ordered those so they could craft with me. Or you can order today. So you can make any purchase, either $40, $50 or more. With the $40 purchase, you receive the entire kit with all of the you get the tutorial. It's all typed up. Get that you get in the mail, and then you get all of the cards. Get 6 cards all bundled up. And if you spend $50 or more on my website or purchase through me, you also get a package of iridescent gems, rhinestones. So that all comes, plus you get a treat from me also. So it's always fun to send out some treats, little goodies. Okay. So that's how our craft along. So you have until Sunday night to make a decision if you'd like to order the kit or not. And I can mail those out on Monday. So already, remember, thumbs up, hearts, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, I will be uploading this to, hopefully I'll upload it to YouTube. After the video, I will not be putting directions on like I do on Tuesday. I do have the directions written on a piece of paper, and you can either take a screenshot or you can write that down, or you can pause the video and if you're coming back and crafting later on. But so, good. I thank you, Shar, for sharing. I sure appreciate when you share. That's really so nice. It helps me grow my business, my Stampin' Up! Business. So it's hard to imagine that I started doing videos about 2.5 years ago during COVID. And I had been wanting to do videos, and just didn't know how. Sometimes I still don't know how. But anyway, I had to figure it out all by myself, and I still really could use some guidance, but anyway, I'm doing the best I can. So we have some really fun projects today. We're going to turn the camera down. We're going to be using one stamp that's a online exclusive. We're going to be using, hey Carla, good to see you. Sound is good so far. Hopefully no one's going to interrupt us. My husband thinks that I need a separate phone to do videos. I don't know what I need, but I just need people. Excuse me. Anyway, we're going to be using the Magnolia bundle from there, and in our mini catalog. Our mini catalog, we are going to be using the Thoughtful Expressions, and that's in there. So we have one more month of this fabulous catalog. I have loved this one. It's been a great catalog. So anyway, we'll be working on that today. So let's turn the camera down. So close your eyes for a minute. And here we go. Here we are. Whoops, the daisy. Don't want to touch too much. I've got to tighten this little bolt right here. Okay, so Sunday is Easter. Happy Easter, everyone. This is my host code for March. These are some Easter cards I just did not get in the mail. I guess I can put them in the mail yet. But I probably will just give them to our grandkids now that we're going home. So this one, I love this Easter lily. I think it's fabulous. Such a fun card. And then this is on a massive, going to be on starting April 9th when our catalog goes on sale. Items go on, a lot of things go on sale, between 20 to 60% off. All of these are going to be, these are on sale for sure. I don't know about the Easter lily. Not positive about that. I think the dies are on back order at this point. Okay, and this is one of those little where you lift it up and you pull and there's a surprise underneath. Can you see that? We did that a couple weeks ago. So anyway, that's what that was just for me to set up the camera. And we are ready to start. So we're going to start with the Magnolia. Put that right there. The Magnolia bundle. And we have online, everything is, so many things are online, and I love this new whole program. Every 3 months, once every 3 months, Stamping Up introduces some new products, and it's so fun and fresh. And the zinnias are fabulous, the latte. I demonstrated with the Encircled in Nature a few weeks ago. Today we're going to work with the Magnolia Mood. It's a cling set of stamps, beautifully etched dies, and here is the bundle number if you would like that. So that's happening. This is a pretty card, I think. I'm very pleased with it anyway. I just came up with it. We're using the Nature's Sweetness. This pretty, it has copper and gold and petal path. This is the paper we're using today. Very vintage looking. Love this gold on the pebble path and the pecan pie. This one's really cool too. That would have been a nice one for today. Lots of these others, but it's a great set of paper. And that's still available for one more month. This is the card we're going to be working on today. I'll be showing you. So you can always take a screenshot anytime you want to for measurements. And so Nature's Sweetness is the paper. And I have everything cut out. I'm going to put it in my little dish. Okay. And I already cut my ribbon too, so that I hopefully don't forget that. Quite often I will forget the ribbon until it's too late. So, and on this package, you do get some pink gems, and that is from this one, the tinsel pack, 4-pack with 4 different colors like that. Anyway, that's part of that kit. Okay, so what we're going to start with is our base. It's going to be a 4 1/4 by 11 base. Let's see what's here. Hey, Mary Ellen from Montana, Linda, Ann Louise, Linda Shar. Oh, good. I'm so glad, Linda. There are lots of Lindas on here this morning. I think there must be 3 or 4 different Lindas. So the base is 4 1/4 by 11. I scored it, so it's a landscape like this. It's like a top folding, but we're going to be opening it, and that will sit really nicely on a mantle also. I can't see the comments on my phone. I can only see my comments on the on my iPad. Okay. Anyway, then we have Pebble Path is next, and we're going to have just a little skinny border, an 1/8 of an inch. So 1/8 of an inch is a little bit, not tricky, nothing tricky. It's just the tricky part is trying to get it glued on evenly. So it's 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And I'm going to put my base over here so that I can, and then this, my designer paper, is 3 3/4 by 5. So we're going to put that on. I'm going to put these right here. So in case you need, I'll just set that up there, and I'll put these here. So if you want to take screenshots, you can. Maybe I can zoom in just a little. Hey, Beverly. Yeah, I love magnolias too. Oh, they're just so gorgeous. Okay, so we're going to get our, I always keep extra adhesive up above my little tray, and I just noticed I don't even have, I changed it yesterday and didn't refill it. I'm just going to put my little skinny little border like that. And now I'm going to remember to put my ribbon around. And this is my favorite way of doing ribbon. This ribbon comes in a 3-pack. It's in the annual catalog. It comes with blue, yellow, and pink, and it's a sheer ribbon. It's a 3-pack. It's very pretty. I've used it on lots of Easter cards. Now, I usually leave my ribbon on the spool, and then I cut it off. You save ribbon that way. But I actually, this time, I did just the opposite what I normally do because I didn't want to forget my ribbon. I leave it on the spool and then I forget it when I'm doing the video. So now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to tape it. You can use your Seal Plus. That would work too. So you waste, I'm going to save this ribbon because I have plenty of it. But now I can take this, and the advantage of this is now I'm slipping my ribbon in there and making a nice flat knot. I'm going to hold my tail down and just pull on the other end, and that'll give me a nice flat little ribbon. Then I'm going to snip that, and I'll save this for another piece. I gave myself plenty of ribbon. Okay, and then this is going to be, we're going to adhere this. Just like that. I use a lot of adhesive. I don't skimp on adhesive by any means. I didn't need that much, but then I'm going to put this down on my front like this. And do you see how this bow, this little knot, we can slide it over to the other side if we wanted to. So we're going to keep it on the left side. And then we're going to put our flowers and things on top of that. Okay, let's do our stamping. We'll do that next. We're going to have a little strip of bubble bath, and it's 3/4 of an inch by 4. I tend to use 3/4 of an inch a lot. I have a lot of scraps like that. Okay. Let me show you the stamp sets. Here we go. It is, let me see, I've got a lot of stuff here. I always like to rubber band mine together. Magnolia Mood is from the online exclusive. You can just go to my website, or you can go to StampingUp.com and just type in online exclusives, and they'll all pop up. And this is a fabulous set of dies. There's one that cuts out the broad shape, and the other one is a very detailed, and they just pop out like butter. They just fall right out. Some nice sentiments, thank you, happy birthday, and we're going to use some of these today. So here we go. We're going to bring in our Pebble Path, beautiful neutral color. We're going to use that today. More ink. I can see a little piece of lint right there. Get that off. And bring my stamps over this way. Okay, get that nice and straight. So you can see that we're going to do our happy birthday first, and we'll do our sentiments on the inside. I'm going to stamp this up. Happy birthday. Somehow the camera seems even really far away from me today. There we go. And there's our birthday. And now we're going to put that aside. We're going to take the inside of our card. And then we're going to stamp. You know what? I think I'm going to stamp I'm going to stamp on my grid paper first and see make sure this stamp is nice and straight. Looks good. Looks good. So we can stamp it on here and hopefully we'll get the same results. Whoops. Let's see what's here. There we are. And let's put a little, I think we're going to put a little flower. We're going to put one of these inside. There's some, oh my. I'm going to put this on the bottom like that. And you can set that there. And our envelope, we're going to take a envelope. Oh, I got a cream color, a vanilla envelope. Oh, and friends, I have to tell you, these envelopes are going up in cost. So I don't remember, they're going up almost $3. And they are, I think Stampin' Up! Makes the most beautiful envelopes ever. The vanilla is being discontinued. So if you like vanilla, I just got some in an order today. I got a lot of them, and because I do like them. And here's the other image. Isn't that pretty? And you could color in a little bit with some. We're gonna do our other one. You could do a little bit of pink on here. Just give it a little bit of color. Can't see that very well, but you'll see it when I start coloring the one that's opened up. Okay. So our envelope is done. That's good. And we got this finished. And now let's bring in our Magnolia. I already die cut all these things. So what I'm going to do for stamping is I'm going to bring in my big, it's a very large, we don't need this. We're going to bring in our Magnolia leaf. It's red rubber. I'm going to turn it upside down. I've die cut it. Now, if we remember when we had our Stamparatus, that would have been ideal, but we don't have that anymore. But some of you might still have that, or you might have a Misty, one of those. Oops, I'm going to just check that. There we go. And I'm going to just lay it on top like this. And then I'm going to take, I usually have another large block, and I'm going to take my other, I'm just going to take it like that, and I'm going to let it fall off, and let's see how it turned out. Not too bad. Let's do another one. Let's just, it's off a little bit. I don't know if I maybe moved it, but we're going to just ink it up again. And I have another one right here. I'm going to try to line that up as best I can. Press it down. You can use your fingers. I usually have a nice large block. I'm just going to lift it this time, and there we go, and it looks great. So we'll use that. There's a little bit more of the white right over here than I'd like, but it's okay. It won't hurt anything. We can actually just trim it. I don't want to, it's still a little wet, so, but you know, you can just trim a little bit of that off. Now, if you were at home, you know, what I do is you would want to stamp it first and then die cut it. I'm doing this for the kits, because in the kit, I die cut everything for you. I've embossed everything for you, and all you have to do is stamp. But then we're going to put this together. We're going to color our Magnolia. So we're going to give, whoops, there's another one right there. I had extras, so we didn't want to I always would rather have extras than not enough. I'm just going to give some nice little brush strokes to this. I'm going to start from the bottom. This is the very lightest, very light bubble bath. Just giving it a little bit. I'm just doing the petals, just giving it a little touch of pink. Like that, maybe a little bit right there, a little bit right there. You can color the whole thing in too. It doesn't make any difference, whatever you'd like to do. It's your card, so, but I think that's just fine. It doesn't need a lot. Okay, and we will bring in our card now. And what we're going to do is I'm going to lay this down. Just going to lay it down, and we're going to put some adhesive on it. Oops, you can see a couple pieces that need to be pulled out. This die is really neat. Oh, I love this. Those of you who live in the South, you get to enjoy magnolia trees. I don't get to do that. I'm just putting some on the thicker parts, and because I don't want any, I want it to stay loose and airy. Okay, so now I'm going to put this just like that. Press it, give it a good press and hold for a second with that Tombow glue. And do you see how the leaves are loose like that? And now I'm going to take my Magnolia and I'm going to actually put, now my fingers have glue on them. Oh, I do not like having, thank you, Carla. Yes, I love Magnolias. Yes, thank you so much. It is a very pretty set. It is $54, and I think what I'm going to use, so I've got a big one on right there, and then I think I'm going to add a couple of the smaller ones, smaller regular dimensionals right on the other leaves. It is just it's a beautiful set, and I bet it'll stay around for quite a while. Gorgeous. There we go. Still a lot of dimensionals. I would rather have too many than not enough, because when you go through the post office, things can get pretty smashed down. So I like to err on the side of be cautious that way. Okay, now I want to have some of these pretty leaves sticking out, so I want to just put it any place. I'm going to put it down like that, and we're going to take our happy birthday. Somehow my camera, I'm going to have to move it down there, I think. There we go. I'm going to slant the edges. I think actually what I'm going to do first is do a little trimming. It probably doesn't, it's easier to stamp when it's about 3/4 of an inch. But I'm going to make it just a little smaller. This is a little paper trimmer that was part of a celebration a couple of years ago. So it's not available, but it's a wonderful little tool. I wish they would come out with more of those kind of things. I'm going to give it a good slant on that side. We'll give it a slant on that side, and there we have it. And just like that, a pretty bubble bath is a new color this year. And I think this time I'm going to put it over here because I like those branches. Let's see, we're going to do that. I don't know how we get things. I can get things pretty crooked, pretty fast. We're going to keep that flat on there, and then we're going to just slide it over here. Well, let's see what's. I guess we'll put it right there. I'm going to lift that up with my piercing. See, everything is going to stay up like that. Here we go. And now let's take our gems. So I gave everyone 4 gems, but I'm only going to use 3, but I just gave an extra one for safe measure. So we're going to put 1 gem right there. If you spend, if you make a purchase with me of $50, you get this. Everyone gets the pink gems, but you also get the entire package of the iridescent ones. So I think we'll put it right, put it right there in the middle, maybe, just like that. We'll save that one for something else. And there is our card. And if you wanted, you could add a little bit of Winkostella. We don't have a lot. I don't have a lot of Winkostella left. It's been on back order for such a long time, but it's due in, I don't know if it's the end of April or the end of May. It's coming, but they've had supply issues with it, so it's not been an easy thing. Okay, and there is our first card. So if you choose to buy the kit from me, then you would make 2 of these. You'd get everything cut to make 2. So if anyone wants to take a screenshot, they certainly can, right there with the measurements. Otherwise, there we go. There's the card. So that's our first card. I'm going to set this back here. And our second card. Let's see what's here. So we're done with the Magnolia. Set that aside. So the next card that we're making is going to be from the Thoughtful Expressions. Thank you. Thank you very much, Carla. So Thoughtful Expressions, and I wanted to do something that was easy enough, but not, but still had some really beautiful detail. We are going to be using, in the next 2 cards, we're using this stamp set. It's called Thoughtful Expressions, and this is carrying over. So I really love this. It's beautifully etched. All of the stamps that we're using today are done by, I don't know who the artist is, but they have beautiful etching, I think. So that's the set, and that's carrying over. But the set of dies is not. It's called Thoughtful Expressions dies, and I don't know if they've already sold out, but they are definitely on the retiring list. I don't know if they will. We don't know about certain things. We don't know if they're maybe going to go to online exclusives. Sometimes a lot of our products are now going to online exclusives. So this is what I'm using today for labels. I'm using this. I'm using the hummingbird. I'm using those dies, that flower, all kinds. In fact, it's such a great one. I have 2 sets of this one. It's super. And then this is the layered florals, the 3D embossing folder. It's fabulous. It's in the mini catalog. It's $11. It's a fantastic set. You've probably seen people using it for the black magic technique, which is like this. Very popular right now. You can see this. My sister made for me. But it's such a great technique, and you'll see lots of videos online with using this layered florals. Okay, and let's bring in our first card. Let's see what's here. We're going to use we're just using one little tiny piece of paper from the Lighter Than Air, the hot air balloon. We're using that lemon lolly stripe. So that's a nice paper for sure. I love that. I'm going to be using that in my ice cream class coming up in April, which is part of my birthday series. This is the card that we're going to be making. And I wanted to use the hummingbird. You're in my thoughts today because of good sympathy or something, or maybe just thinking about someone. And that pretty little flower. So this is our card. We have more ribbons on this one. This one uses the yellow, the lemon lolly. And I'm going to put all of my bits and pieces in my little dish here. I'm going to put that. I've punched out the circle with the 2 3/8 circle punch, which is that's going to be in the online exclusives too. And this is one of the labels. So I've already embossed. Oops, my baby wipes just fell on the floor way out of reach. So hopefully I won't need those. We have a lemon lolly base. It's 5.5 by 8.5. It's going to be a top like this. normal size base, scored at 4 1/4. I'm going to put that right there. So hopefully you can see that. Get that a good bone folding. We have an embossed piece that's 4 inches by 5 1/4. And that's going to go on there, but we're going to put a ribbon around there first. And then we have an inside piece that's 3 3/4 by 5. And we'll just put that in there right now so I don't lose it. It's just going to go right here and like that. Okay, and this piece was 4 inches by 5 1/4. And now we're going to wrap our ribbon around that, just like we did before. I'm going to put it with the Scotch tape. Love that little Scotch tape. Isn't it a great little invention? I'm going to just wrap it around the back. Now, you could tie, have plenty of ribbon here. I could tie, but you will get a much nicer knot if you do it this way. So that's what I recommend that in my classes. But you can do whatever you want. Now I have plenty left over, and I'm going to just put it on right away, because then I can slide that in. And these almost look like magnolias, I'm not sure. Right now, I have the most beautiful gardenias here in Florida. Oh my gosh. I have a gardenia tree, and it just started blooming a couple of days ago. And now I can, oops, this is a little crooked. I'm going to slide that down a little bit. There we go. And it just started blooming, and it's every day about 4 or 5 more gardenias open up. They don't last real long. They last about a day and a half. I'm going to just tie this into a knot. I'm going to tie it like that. I'm going to hold one end with my finger and pull with the other. That'll keep it flat. And we'll give it a little trim like this. And I have plenty of ribbon left to make another bow. I just wanted to give myself enough. Okay, just like that. And now I can slide that off. Oh, I didn't even put a knot on the other one, but you know what? Maybe we will. Let's slide it to this side, I think, because we're going to put the hummingbird on the right. And our label is going to... Okay, we're going to do our stamping now. So let's bring in our stamps. Well, we have to do one more thing here. This big... Oh, I have loved these. They're so pretty. This would even be pretty with the pink. We could do pink, but I think we're going to stick with the yellow since my card is yellow. And I love saying lemon lolly. What a great name, huh? What a great name they came up with, lemon lolly. Okay, that's that. And that's going to go on our card right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some dimensionals. I'm going to take some dimensionals and I'm going to put them right here. I'm not going to put, I don't like to have dimensionals on top of ribbon. So what I do is I put the ribbon down and then I put the dimensionals on each side of it. I'm just going to put it like that. Do you see what I'm doing? That's just my way of doing things. Do you see all those dimensionals? And then I'm just going to be able to put that on like that. I'm going to lift those off. Just like this. And put them in my little trash bin right next to me. I love that little trash bin. And it was after my surgery, I had my friend Levon, who's on here today, bought me a couple more of those little trash things. And I put my glasses and my watch and things, my phone in that next to my bed because I couldn't turn very well after my back surgery. So it was really a handy thing. And I have one here, and then I have one in my house in Bozeman, and then I have one by my bed. So, but they're really handy. They look like, this is the one I have here in Florida, but they look like this. And they just hang, they're made for sewing. So if you go to some place that sells sewing supplies, they usually have those. Or you might even, some people make them. I used to have some some cloth ones that I used in my classes. They got pretty dirty. Okay, now let's do our stamping. Let's bring in, let's see, what's our set of stamps. A whole tray full. And our ribbon, we're all done with that. And put our card right there for now. We're going to bring in, we've got black ink. And I pulled Coastal Cabana and Pool Party because I wasn't sure about stamping. We'll try each, one of each. That would have been pretty too. This would have been a pretty variation with the hummingbird. So we'll see what happens here. We'll try the sentiment first. You're in my thoughts. Let me see once here. Oh, you got yourself one too, Levon. Oh, good. I only have one of these. Let's see what happened to my other one. I'm gonna go on and get one from my drawer of little bits and pieces. I have to pack up all that. I have a whole drawer for, oh, that's the wrong size. Well, hopefully it's going to be really good right there. Let's see, I'm going to guess. I can't remember if I used Coastal Cabana or Pool Party, but we're going to give it a shot with Coastal Cabana. I tend to use a darker ink. And it's very crooked. So let's, I'm going to open up my drawer and get another one out. Let's see what's here. I'll just take one from one of my kits, and then I can always die cut some more. I think the color is good. Just set that there so I don't forget. And I'm going to bring this a little closer because I'm way back here, and I don't know if I have that on there crooked or what. Let's see. Let's stamp it on let's stamp it right. Let's see if it's on, if I've mounted it correctly. You're in my thoughts today. That looks pretty good. So let's try that. Okay, we're gonna get that right there. Try this again. And it's very crooked. We're going to turn it upside down and do the other side. So it's going uphill, so I need to turn it. Let's try this. I'm going to go, that's not very good either. Let's see, we're just going to have to make do. You're in my thoughts today, and we're going to have to, so what I'm going to do is I think I better clean this first. I have mounted this. We're gonna set it on here. I'm gonna peel it off, and hopefully that's nice and straight. Let's give that a shot again. Okay. Oh well. We'll just have to make do. Good enough is going to be good enough sometimes. Now my little perforated dots are coming through sort of the wrong way, so I'm going to give that a little crease like that. And oh, goodness sakes. We're just going to have to leave it, I think, because I've run out of tags. We'll use this one. We'll use that one for today. It will be just fine. I mean, it's not ideal, but oh well. So, enough of that. And we're going to stamp our hummingbird and our flower. I'm going to put this on here like this. And I'm going to use the black because we're going to be doing our... We're going to be using our blends. So I'm going to take my Magnolia off so I can use the other block, just like that. So I can use this clear block. Okay, so I have these already die cut. I'm going to ink this up. And I'm going to put it on. like this. And now what I'm taking is my other clear block and just pressing it down. And I'm going to tip it over, and there, voila. Great. Good job on that. And now we're going to do our little flower. Oh, and I don't think I have that flower mounted. Let's see what's here. We'll get it out of here. There it is. Forgot it. And we're going to put it right on this other block like that. Okay, so we're going to get this stamped in black. Oops, black memento. I'm going to just give that a okay, that should do it. Give it an inked, get it all inked up. And I'll show you a card that is more complicated using the same idea. There we go with that. Here's another card I made, but this one has a bigger flower, but we're going to use this other flower on a different card, and it's got a lot of coloring. So, but I think that's really pretty. And so that's how I came up with the idea for today's card from that card that I made earlier. Okay, so we're good with that. And now we're going to do some coloring, and we got to do our, sometimes there are no words. That's what we're going to put on our inside of our card. And I better stamp that and see how it's going to be. We're getting a lot of things crooked today. So we're going to check that out and see about, sometimes there are no words. That one looks nice and straight. So let's see if we can get it nice and straight on our card without getting my head. Sometimes there are no words. There we go. That looks good. And I think we're going to put the big flower on the bottom of the inside like this. We're going to be using this one on the next card. This little spray. We're going to just set it right there. And there we have it. And you could put the same flower on the envelope if you wanted to. So, go. And cover up that black memento. And now we're going to do a little bit of coloring. So we'll do some coloring. I've got more things to show you here too. So bring in my blends. Things are flying all over the table. Whoops, things are dropping all over. Okay, here we go. We're going to put our card right there. And I'm going to put this on my piercing mat so that you can sort of see what I'm doing. I'm going to just color in. I'm using the very, very lightest Pool Party. I love Pool Party, and I'm going to use it very, very sparingly. So I'm going to just use the brush end, and I'm just giving it some flicks. Like, this is how fast, because the very first time I colored a hummingbird, oh my gosh, it was so ugly, I had to throw it away. It was so bad. And I rarely throw things away. I usually change them up and salvage things, but it was bad. And because I colored too much. And I think this is very pretty when it's done very delicately like this. Okay, and that's all that's to that. And then we're going to do our pink. Where is my pink? Did it fall on the floor? Oh, there it is. It was in the other dish. Okay, and then I'm going to use the, again, I'm going to use the bubble bath. I'm going to color the beak sort of with bubble bath. And again, I'm going to just sort of go very lightly. I don't want it too dark. Just like that. There we go. And that is all that I'm doing on that hummingbird. Just like that. And then I'm going to do my flower, and I'm going to take the darker pink. Actually, I think what I'll do is I'm going to take my dark Flirty Flamingo. I'm going to just outline a little bit with some of these flicks to give it a little bit more definition, like that. That's the Flirty Flamingo. And then I'm going to take my dark and go around the edges of my flower. up this some more, and just giving it a little bit of touch like that. And then I'm going to take my very lightest bubble bath, and I'm just going to fill in a little bit like that. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Pretty flower that's in the set. And let's see, I think, what did I grab here? My Granny Apple Green, the light Granny Apple. I use that a lot for leaves. And that's a perfect one. There we go. Just like that. And we need a little bit of something in the lemon lolly in the center. Although it could get covered up with a flower. But I think the lighter you color, the less you color, the better it tends to be. Okay, so now we have our card, and we're going to put I'm going to put you're in my thoughts today, right there. I'm going to keep that sort of flat. There we go. You're in my thoughts today. I'm going to try to keep it as straight as possible. It's really crooked, but oh well. That's the way it is. And then I'm going to pop this flower up. It's going to go, this flower is going to stay flat also. So I'm going to put some adhesive on that. Bring it down like that. And now I'm going to pop up the hummingbird. Because the hummingbird is going to be drinking the nectar from the flowers. My mom, who's 97, loves hummingbirds. We always had, she always put out hummingbird feeders. Oh, I have too. I always put at our ranch in Montana. I always would put out hummingbird feeders. But I always think about hummingbirds and my mother because she still loves them. And this would be a pretty Mother's Day card too. We have a lot of stamps that have Happy Mother's Day sentiments. Okay, I'm going to have this hummingbird coming down, putting its beak right in that flower, and there we have it. And there we're going to add a little bit of Wink of Stella. Definitely add Wink of Stella to our pink flower, like there, just like that. I don't know if I can stretch my Wink of Stella until the end of May. I hope it's the end of April. We won't color the inside, but I would do that also. So isn't that a pretty card? Except for the crooked card, right? The crooked sentiment right there. I'll have to redo that. Okay, and there is our directions for those. If you would like to screenshot that, you can. That's right there. And we have one more card to do. So remember, so with the Craft Along, if you order from me, you can order anything you want, any supplies you could order, but it would be nice to have this set of stamps, but maybe some of you already own it. Whoops, now we have more things falling off. Here's another card I did with that same hummingbird. I used Petal Pink on this one. This is all white. Enjoy your day. And I think it's a birthday card. Nope, it doesn't have anything on the inside, but I think it's perfect for that. Okay, here's another hummingbird one I did. I did this one on one of my Tuesday Facebook Lives. You're in my, no, that one's a little, I don't know, maybe the stamp it's a little crooked for sure. And then I did this vellum, blends on vellum about 3 weeks ago or so. You can go back. These flowers are from that set of dies. It's a wonderful, wonderful set. Okay, now let's bring in our, I forgot the gems on my last card. This is the Iridescent. You better put those on there. Those get iridescent gems. I think we're gonna put a bunch on. Let's see. I think we're gonna put a small one right by the flower center, just a small one right there. And I think we'll do the big one. This one has 4, but 1, 2, I think it's 3 sizes. So the large is pretty big. I think we'll use this, the second to the, we'll put one right there. We'll put a small one next to it right there. And maybe we'll put another one. You get a whole package. If your order is $50 or more, you get the entire package of gems included. And if your order is $40, you get all 5 kits. And there we have it. So these are great gems for sure. Okay, and now that card is finished. I almost forgot that. So I'm going to set these out here so we can use those on the next card also. The next card has more coloring. This is the card. It is it's a birthday card. Enjoy your day. And again, it has that layering florals embossing folder and a happy birthday on the inside. We always need birthday cards, don't we? Okay. This is, the paper that we're using is this gorgeous Poetic Expressions. I love this paper. I love that boho blue. Love that Lost Lagoon, the mauve, the bubble bath. That's what we're using today. It's just great paper for sure. Okay, here we go. And we're going to do our base first. We have a boho base, and we have a Lost Lagoon strip and a DSP strip. If you want to take a picture, you can. I'm going to put these bits and pieces in my little tray right here so we can stamp those in a little bit and put everything together. Got some die cut pieces. Everything where these little dishes are great. I love to put things in like that. Okay, so we're going to take, oh, and I'm just going to check for a second if you want to take a screenshot. Here's the card. Here is the card if you would like to take a screenshot of this. Okay, I am going to check the comments. Hey, Allison, good to see you. Hey, Beverly. Oh, yes, Allison. Allison is my niece, and she said, yes, it reminds her of Grandma. Yes, it does, doesn't it? Okay, here we go. So our boho blue is 4 1/4 by 11, and I scored it at 5 1/2. And then it's a side opening card, and we have an inside that's 3 3/4 by 5. Let's just put that. I've got a couple extras. We're just going to take that and put the extras right there. We're going to put this on our card right away. We can always do our stamping with that. Okay. Well, Allison, it's so nice to see you on here. Allison, my niece, she and her family visited us last weekend because they're visiting her mother and father-in-law in Florida. So that was okay. We've got that, and we've got this is the embossed piece. That's 4 inches by 5 1/4. No ribbon on this one. But you know what? We have a strip that's going to go across. So I don't think I'm not going to glue it on yet. So we have the Lost Lagoon and the DSP are next. And I'm just going to set those right there. We're going to put this down, get my silicone mat. I love this little combination of this dusty boho blue. I think it's so pretty with this Lost Lagoon. We have a Lost Lagoon ribbon that's nice too. We're not using it, but it looks like this. Beautiful ribbon. We could use it, but we are using it. We are using it. I forgot. We're using it on with our words. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is, we're going to put this on. I'm going to actually use the lines that are on my paper here, my desktop. I'm going to just use that to line it up. This is a piece of like vinyl almost that I got from Amazon. Looks pretty good. Let's see if it's, maybe nothing needs to be cut off. I didn't want to glue it on because I didn't know if anything needed to be cut off. So we don't need to cut anything off. And we're putting that on like that. And Make sure it goes on the front. Like that. Such a pretty color. It might be a tad crooked. We don't know. We'll see. Okay. And now I'm getting to be, air conditioning is so cold in here. Okay. We're going to put our little piece on next. That's this piece. I'm hoping that they move these to the online exclusives. They're doing that quite a bit, I think. The new catalog will be coming out May 1st. I have not seen it yet. I've only seen it online. Okay, and now we're going to do our stamping. So I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to bring in our stamps. I'm going to stamp one of these flowers. Just like we did before, we're going to do that in black. And the black memento is always, you always want to use black memento or brown memento if you're using your blends. So now if it's a photopolymer, I would just stamp down like that. But when this way, I'm going to do this again. And where is my black? My big black. Oh, here it is. I have a table that is just piled full of my supplies next to me. Okay, I'm going to tip it over, and there we go. And there's that. Give that a nice clean. And we're going to do the other stamping in our blue, our boho blue, for the birthday sentiments. So we're going to bring in the boho blue. If I can find it. Where is it? Where is that boho? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Right there. And set that aside. This is the boho blue. We're going to stamp It's Your Day. Oops. Now I have a black on there. Let's see if I have another one. I do. I can always turn it over too. Just was trying to get those nice and straight. I don't know what's happened there, but they just turned up that way. It's Your Day. We're going to stamp that in boho blue. Like that. I'm going to turn that one over just because of that smudge on there. There we go. Then I can use it again for something. And I'm going to do the birthday on the inside. Happy birthday, and a little image in blue. So we're going to put that right there. So we're going to take this and we're going to do our happy birthday. This is from Artistically Inked. It's going to be on the retirement list starting April 9th. It's in the annual catalog. It's my favorite set of stamps in the catalog. Has been for about 2 years. I'm going to stamp a little flower right there. I missed a spot, but I think it will be okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my my Versamark, not my Versamark, my blender pen, and I'm just going to see if I can. There we go. I have some Stamp and Write markers in boho, but they're up on the other side of the room. So that should work just fine like that. And that's the inside of the card. And there's the outside. So now we have to do some coloring. So let's do that. And we can do a little bit of chatting. So what are you all doing for Easter? We have some friends that are arriving tomorrow from Montana. And they're going to be flying back. We're all flying back to Montana together then. Okay, we're going to do some coloring here. Let's see if I can get that. There we go. Just get this in. Let's see, I can't get that zoomed in anymore. And I can't see the comments. Oh, yes, Carla. My sister Carla and Allison are chatting about the hummingbirds. Okay, we're going to use some Moody Mauve here. And because that's just one of the colors that's in the pack of paper, I drew all my colors from the paper. So we're going to use the I think we're going to use the smaller flower is going to have the Moody Mauve. So we're going to I'm just going to use the same lines that the artist has used, like this. I'm going to put some of those little marks in, and a little bit of up here, and there we go. It is such a beautiful day here in Florida. Oh my goodness, it's been a cold, sort of a pretty cold winter. Not like it is in Montana, but it's been cooler than normal, and it's finally getting to be really quite nice. And you should see the sidewalks and the medians and the streets are just packed with people going to the beach today. Oh my gosh. I'm going to add a little bit of pink bubble bath. Let's see if I can finish that off with that pink. Just sort of blend it and make little circles that'll help blend it. Make the alcohol in here, helps the ink to blend. Okay, and I'm going to take some lemon lolly, and let's see, that's daffodil. This is lemon lolly, and we're going to do the centers of both of the flowers and lemon lolly. Anyway, it's just a beautiful beach day for sure. And now we're going to do some boho blue. And this is rather dark, so I'm going to use the lighten for everything. I'm just going to color in that flower, so because even that's pretty dark. I think I'll add a little bit of something else to that. Let's see what else. Maybe we'll use this light balmy blue. That's a pretty good one to use with that, I think. Yep, that'll work. Looks like I need a new one for sure. Let's use the other end, other tip. So the price of markers, they're not going up, but envelopes, cardstock. Oh, ladies, if you use a lot of cardstock, go through your cabinets now and get it ordered now before May 1st, because it will get expensive. You know, it's going up like $2 or something. So look through your rack. I'm just going to put a few little dots in here with a darker blue, like that. And so that's going up, and let's see what else is. I'm going to use some of my Lost Lagoon for some of my leaves. Some of my leaves are going to get Lost Lagoon like this. Let's see. Oh, the acrylic plates. I just got some acrylic plates. Those are going up in price too. Everything, you know how our world is. Things are getting more expensive. And so we have to, Stampin' Up! Was really nice enough to let us know the things that we're going to be changing. There we go, just sort of etchy like that. A little sketch to it. And then I'm going to do my granny apple for the other leaves. These little leaves that are, these little tiny leaves. Just going to give them a little tiny brush of color. So I'm looking forward to going back to Montana. I'm not looking forward to the weather, but I have tons of doctor's appointments, and I have to see my surgeon again. I have to have some more tests done because I still have my drop foot, and he wants to do more testing for that. So I have a busy couple of weeks ahead of me. My husband is really upset that we're not staying longer, although this is really longer than we've ever stayed. So I think next year he thinks we're going to stay longer. But, you know, Easter is so early this year. We're going to use some of these beautiful leaves that I'm just poking out. I die cut 2 of these at a time, which work beautifully. They do die cut nicely for sure. A few little pieces sticking in there yet. I'm going to just add some adhesive on here like this, because this is all going to go down below. I'm going to put my little leaves on like that. So I took these colors all from the paper, the Poetic Expressions paper. And now this is going to get popped up. And we're going to get some dimensionals for those. We're going to do one of those. Oh, I think we need to do our Enjoy Your Day. This, I'm going to have to, it's sort of curling. I'm going to curl it the other way like that. I'm going to curl up the end like that. So we can put that in there. And we have to put the ribbon. We have to get our green ribbon. That's why I have the green out. The Lost Lagoon is because we're going to give it a little accent with that. But first, let's put some dimensionals on here. We'll just use one big one like that. So again, remember, I sure do appreciate you sharing. I appreciate thumbs up and commenting. Let's see what's here. How should we do this one? Oh, maybe like that. Just like that. And now I'm going to slip, this is going to go in here like that. But what I'm going to do first is we're going to take, before we take it out, I'm going to just put some tape, some adhesive right here. And we're going to fold that ribbon over like that. And now it's going to just go on the end like that. And I'm going to put some adhesive on this strip. And I'm going to tuck it in, right in there. Enjoy Your Day. Like that. And I'm going to add some gems to that. Where are my gems? Here they are. These are the iridescent. These are the ones that you'll get in your kit if you make a purchase from me. And you can, we're going to take a large one. We're going to take a big one, put it on the bottom down here. And we're going to put we're going to put a smaller one. You can either order online from my website right here, karinscrafts.stampingup.net, or you can, if you're not sure about how to order online, which is really quite easy. Stampin' Up! Has made it easier and easier. Or you can just send me a text or an email, and I can help you with your order. Either way. Okay, we're gonna put 3 on. Well, I don't like it there. It's too much in line. I think we'll put it right there. And actually, I think I'm going to put a dimensional on the center of the flowers. We might as well use up our gems, right? If there's no point in keeping them in a drawer someplace. And there is our card. And here is the other one. I positioned the flowers slightly different this time. So, but isn't that a pretty card? A nice birthday card for someone using the Thoughtful Expressions. Thoughtful Expressions. This is carrying over to the next catalog. These are not, but we're not sure if they're going to online exclusives or what. So we also use the Magnolia Mood. That's an online stamp set. Oh, thank you so much. Happy Easter to all of you. I'm going to turn the camera, so close your eyes if you want to. And here we go. Yes. I hope you could hear okay today. That was so weird the other day. Oh, it's so nice to have you. Happy Easter to all of you. And let me know if you would like this craft along kit. And if you do, I will send it out. You can make a purchase. Any purchase you'd like from the catalogs or online or clearance rack or anything you'd like. And I will send those out next week. So, and I'm glad you could hear. Happy Easter to you too, Carolyn. Thank you for watching today, everyone. I'm sorry, when I scheduled this for Friday afternoon, didn't realize it was Good Friday, and that, so maybe people are at church, or in the morning they go to church, or in the evening they go to church. Our church is always at night for Good Friday. But anyway, I wasn't really thinking, and then I had a busy morning today. We went to the farmer's market, and then I had a massage. I've been getting massages while I've been here. I have a lot of pain in my glutes, in my hips, from my surgery. So I've been getting massages, and that has been very helpful. It's still plenty painful, not like a back pain or anything like that, but it's all muscular pain from all the rods and the screws that I have in my body and the way I have to walk. Going to church tonight, but out and about, and it's 70 degrees today in Georgia. Well, good, Carolyn. I'm glad it's nice and warm there. I hope you all have a beautiful weekend. Happy Easter to all of you. Have fun with your friends and your family, or just enjoy your day together. Alrighty, I'll see you next Tuesday. It'll be my last Facebook Live in Florida, and then I head back to Montana on Wednesday. So I'll see you Tuesday. Bye-bye.